All right, YouTube. Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? We're going to call this one poverty and pain. Here's the thing, right? In the beginning, where the problem starts at, with man, woman, and child, right? You women, you date a man. You give up that milk and cookies way too soon. Then you come to find out that Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. So now you find out that dude that you laid up with, he ain't gonna be there. And the problem, a night of pleasure leads to a night of pain. So you lay down with this man, you living in poverty, you could barely provide for the child that you gave birth to, and you got a boy, a soldier, right? You got a soldier. That little boy is going to become a young man. And during the journey of you women out there struggling in the ghetto with nobody smiling, you struggling, robbing Peter to pay Paul, or better yet, some of you women, you find yourself in a situation like on Set It Off with Jada Pinkett, where she got to get the bill money. You know, she trying to send her brother to college, and she got to lay down with the old head, and she teary-eyed. Well, see, the thing about it is, when you a little boy, the attachment that you have with your mother, right? That attachment that you have with your mother is crazy, because whatever your mother's going through, they think that they keeping it from you, but she's taking it out on you. And a son, your mother's delicate, very, very delicate, and you watching your mother struggle. Meanwhile, your father ain't. Now you got a kid. He reaching that age. Can't afford sneakers like that. Going to school trying to keep up with the Joneses. Y'all know the slang, right? Then he hits that pivot, that point, where he start feeling like he a man. The streets is calling. Sticking out his chest. All in the name of poverty and pain, right? In the process of that, do you think that you're going to be able to mentor his pain if you can't provide him with a job so that he could provide for his mother? You know what it feels like when a young boy can't finish school because he has to feel the weight of the world on his shoulders because his mother can't no longer bring nothing to the table, or she just ain't figured shit out? So now that young man can't finish school no more. He has to go out there and grind and get it how he live it. This is the number one problem. One of the main reasons why little boys in the ghetto find themselves caught up in the rapture called the streets and end up in the penitentiary is poverty and pain. See, the problem is when you women, you laying down with these men that have no plans on providing for you or the little bastard that you gave birth to. And see, that kind of pain right there, that's a different type of pain. The absence of a father mixed with the gumbo of the streets. It's a recipe of mass destruction. Not having a father, not having money. And then when you turn around and you look at social media, Because we didn't have the social media stuff growing up. But now in today's time, everybody is making it look like they got it, knowing that they fronting. Everybody's rich. Everybody got a bad body. Everybody got a foreign. Everybody's living luxurious. They taking their best pictures and their best moments. And meanwhile, your kid, he's living in a reality where some days mama don't even know how she gonna put food in the cabinet. What are you gonna tell a little boy that done reached the peak where he just can't take it no more? Seeing his mother struggle. I know. Hit my stomach growling. I know. It's everybody's fault but hers. It's everybody's fault but hers. She had all the way up to the tip when she got 15, 16, 17, 18 to get her shit together, but she didn't. And now, the streets have a problem. Because shorty ain't trying to hear nothing. Dudes ain't have no respect for his mama. In return, his mama ain't have no respect for him. And anybody can get it. You think you're going to mentor that pain out of a young boy without having solutions for him to be able to provide for his mother? Because ain't nothing going on but the rent. Have you ever lived up under a roof of a female who's aggravated and frustrated at life? And most of that aggravation trickles down to her son? And then when she opened up the door and unleashed her pit bull into the streets, and you wonder why the ghetto is the way that it is? You females, you got to do better, because the reality of it is, I get sick and tired of arguing with females that say, well, what about the father? What about him? You picked him. He doesn't care. He doesn't have to take responsibility. He hasn't taken responsibility. He does not care. You cannot make a person care that don't care. Stop bringing up daddy. Stop. Stop placing the blame on who you picked to lay down with. It's your fault. Plain and simple. A night of pleasure will become a night of pain. And see, the thing about it is that you women don't take accountability. Oh, what about the men? It's not the man that shaped and molded that monster. It was you. When you laid down with him, you knew he wasn't going to be there to provide. You didn't care. You was just in love or in lust with that moment. So you took advantage of that moment. How Nicki Minaj say, if I could have this moment for life. You got that moment for life. And your son going to feel that for life. That night of pleasure became a lifetime of pain for your child because of the decisions that you make. Plain and simple, stop bringing kids into this world because I can't be hypocritical. When I had my first son, when I had my children, period, I didn't have it together. Not at all. I didn't have it together. Then we having kids with women that we not in relationship with. So now you find yourself, and that's a whole nother video. Multiple baby mothers, multiple baby daddies. Your child grows up with an empty feeling. A night of pleasure can become a lifetime of pain for your child. If you cannot provide for your child and you ain't got the means, and I'm not talking about Section 8 and welfare. I'm not talking about Section 8 and welfare. If you can't provide for your child and you don't figure out a way to ease that pain, your child is going to end up in the streets, either in the penitentiary or in an early casket. Because finding your child a mentor that ain't coming with financial aid, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. It's but so much you can sit up there and give somebody a lecture about life when they pockets got rabbit ears. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I will be posting on all of my YouTube pages. Real Topics with Hassan, Raw and Uncut with Hassan, Snotbox TV, Just Keeping It Funky. Y'all stay tuned. We out.